Hello, this is Ronnie Mizuki, and I'm here to talk about three superstars I believe that people could actually somewhat believe that they could actually defeat the Undertaker at WrestleMania. Should they, some of them came back and, made a name for themselves. But there are some honorable mentions to start us off. First is Stone Cold Steve Austin. If he didn't have these injuries and seemed like he was out for good, which he is, we know that he could possibly break the streak. He has enough popularity, the credentials, and everything. People could actually get behind and say, Stone Cold could end the streak. Many people won't believe it, but enough people will believe it to make the match even bigger buy rate. But that's not gonna happen. Steve Austin, he doesn't even come. He didn't even came on the thousandth episode to drop a stunner to somebody. I don't think he's in any condition. Bret Hart, we don't believe it. We just that's a big good buy rate. But as much as I like Bret Hart, I don't know if he could end the streak. But we know he can beat the Undertaker, so I guess it's a possibility. Then there's the dream match of I heard about sometimes is Sting, Sting versus Undertaker. But Sting is kind of old and washed out. But I guess the Undertaker is kind of old and washed out too. So I guess some could say it'd be a great match, and there's a slight possibility that Sting could do it. But the chances of Sting coming, slim to none. And I really don't think people will believe it, not at this stage in the career. And there's always many others, but some people say CM Punk, Chris Jericho, but really I don't think they can do it. Not Sheamus, definitely not the Big Show. He doesn't need to face anybody that we know he'll lose against again. Although it'd be nice to see the Undertaker put the Big Show in a Tombstone Power Driver, if he could even do that at his age and strength level right now. So who three could actually put him? I'm gonna start with the least likely choice, Bill Goldberg. Bill Goldberg was billed as an unstoppable monster, and he still has that excellent streak, and that dubious way was ended. And anytime he comes back, he has the strength, the intensity, the moves to make people think, oh man, this dude could actually end the streak. Not, I don't know if people would actually completely believe it, but Bill Goldberg definitely would have the streak if he made a return, an early return. But unfortunately, like Sting, that's extremely unlikely, which is why this is just at the bottom of the list. But I still believe Bill Goldberg will have a solid belief rate that he could actually end the streak going into WrestleMania. Now, selling a good enough storyline for it, I do not know because Bill Goldberg, he's not a major talker. Pretty much, he sells the crowd almost like Ryback sells it. Nifty catchphrase: "Who's next? The Undertaker's next." I mean, Ryback is too young, little, and with how his career is going now, there's no reason that he should even considered a possible candidate for the Undertaker. No one's gonna believe he's gonna win. He can't even beat CM Punk, mainly because CM Punk is cheating right now. But still, those cheating has completely dampened and damaged his career implaceably. And with these group called the Shield embarrassing right back week after week, I mean, it's making it even less chance that he's a worthy candidate for it. But right now, let's go with the two people who actually, now competes and their body's in at least good enough shape to win. The Rock. A lot of people like The Rock. The Rock is big popular. He alone could build the hype if he put enough time in the ring in the company. And people will actually believe The Rock can go in because The Rock is a big name company, plenty of titles, plenty of high builder, plenty of great matches. People build him as one of the best wrestlers of all time, and so he definitely could be one of the people that could beat him. Which now makes me go back to think of another person who possibly could beat him if he were younger. Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan versus The Undertaker would be a match, and because Hulk Hogan, he's made a main name for himself in WrestleMania, like body slamming Andre the Giant and being one of the biggest legends in the whole WWE. I think he would also be one, but at this point, no. not so much because Hulk Hogan has lost a lot of hype since then. So that would be one of the reasons why he isn't on this list. But such a time as this, he would have been an avid candidate if they had him while he was still fresh in the company and still doing great things. But he's not. Which leads us to believe who is the number one candidate that could beat the Undertaker. Even the haters would have to at least consider it as something they would hate with all their might, body, and soul. The Undertaker versus Cena. Yes, John Cena. John Cena has made it his career winning matches that he should not win. I remember when his first WWE competition, they kept putting him in matches where you just knew John Cena was going to lose. And guess what? He won. And then they put John Cena in matches of his first tables, ladders, and chairs match against a veteran Edge. And guess what? He won. He wasn't supposed to win that. He wasn't supposed to win that match. Money in the Bank, first Money in the Bank. He wins. First Money in the Bank casher, he's the first person to lose. John Cena is just one of those first innovators. Now, when it comes to first winning and making things, so John Cena versus Undertaker, people will have the highest illusion that John Cena can do it. John Cena could end the streak. The only bad thing about putting John Cena and the Undertaker is if the streak gets ended, then Undertaker really doesn't have a career anymore because that's pretty much why he competes once a year at the WrestleMania. So no more Undertaker because there's no real reason because the streak is over and he's way too old to start another 25 and never streak. And pretty much we know that once your streak is ended, you become more regular, where you win some, you lose some, or you just lose all and become completely irrelevant. Or if you beat John Cena, then once you beat John Cena at WrestleMania, no one's gonna believe anybody else can beat him because John Cena has been hyped and babyface and thrown in our face so much that if John Cena can't do it, then who can do it? So it's just like pretty much beating John Cena right now will probably be bad because he just got off a WrestleMania defeat last year to The Rock. And if he beat The Rock last year, this WrestleMania, it would have been boom. People would have believed it 50 times more. But right now, John Cena probably need to win at least 2 or 3 WrestleManias to build hype, go against some big name people. He needs to go against someone big in the company, which not too many people. Maybe CM Punk again, or maybe The Rock too, and actually win this time. And then win against, CM Punk next year, or whoever is really big that time. Whoever is big. And just have him win. Bring back some old legends if you need to. And then put him up against The Undertaker in his 25th WrestleMania, his final WrestleMania. Because if he win, that would be like the match of the year. Because by then, unless Cena finally folds and becomes unpopular and not as big as he was now, it will be the match, the be all matches. Cena, the Cena Nation leader versus the streak. It'll be a classic because either the streak gets broken and be forever blemished at 24-1. The Undertaker's still gonna be a legend because that's gonna be a record that's never gonna be even come close to again. Or the Undertaker ends his career 25-0. Either way, it'll be a great buy rate, and that would be why. And a lot of people will go into the match believing that Cena can, or fearing, especially the haters. The haters are gonna fear it. The lovers are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Cena's gonna do it. He's gonna be the one to defeat the Undertaker streak." Most of us are gonna be, even a lot of people who believe the Undertaker's gonna win, is gonna have that little part in their mind and say, "God, there's a chance that Cena can win this." Because how WWE has been building Cena, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be doing it again and again. Even by his 25th of John Cena overcoming odds, he may have a slump, but he'll still be considered this Superman, rarely ever getting beaten cleanly type of guy. So that makes him the number one match for The Undertaker. No one's going to believe it. Nobody else is in like Cena's league. You hate him, you can say a crappy wrestler, crapper rap, but you know, with him being the face of WWE, it just makes so much sense. The face of WWE versus the Phenom. I know this went on forever, and if you stood by me, thank you. Leave a comment. Maybe you have a better pick of who you think would be the best candidates to be to fight Goldberg, and that you would actually believe that Goldberg would be. I apologize. Undertaker would be defeated, or do you believe in general the WWE universe would believe that the Undertaker streak would have a legitimacy threat, not a good match, because you know you can put them up against a lot of people and you can build it as a great match, a classic, one of the greatest matches of all time. But we need to pick people that we think could end the streak. Only think of that criteria. A person that you put that can possibly end the streak, even if the match isn't, you don't even think the match would be great, but you believe that this superstar has the hype, the build up, the strength, the skill set, the moves, and you know the believability rating to end the streak, the popularity. You know you gotta have the popularity and all the proper elements to end it, and give some good reasons why. Don't just say, oh, this person because they're the best in the world, or they're great, they're awesome. Give some legitimacy facts if you can. Well, I thank you for watching my video. Have a great day. Thumbs up.